This is my friend,
Hi, my name's O.
and we volunteer together at the food line. And we're doing an update video. So, Goddess and I were kind of talking the politics, and we both agreed that women are meant to run this. And something cool happened today. So, Boston and F are the guys up above. They're kind of in charge, the enforcers in that area. And today, Boston referred to me as boss. And the thing with the women leading is they're not looking outside of someone to give them orders. We do better collaborating. We get bitchy if there's a leader. Men are the opposite. So she and I were talking about how like there's no more fights now, and it's now like softer and more nurturing space. And anyways, do you want to speak on?
Yeah, where before where it was just very male dominated, it was always about control and dominating and getting your way instead of, so it's like, if anything, the people who are running the food bank would win the situation where, now that we've resolved a lot of the issues and like the underlying, like, ingrained food insecurity that exists in a lot of older populations, especially people who may be from other countries who've really experienced starvation. And once we address that, everything calmed down because now we're all winning together. There's no us versus them. A successful food bank is that everyone gets food at the end of the day, and they start their day off like knowing that they're loved and cared for and that they're going to be provided for. And that's what we are able to bring them, because it's not just, hey, put a piece of fruit in your bag. It's about that moment in time that you actually get to connect with that person and let them know, I see you, you're a person, and I love you, and I'm here for you. And then they carry that throughout their day, knowing that they're going to be okay. And when people know they're okay, they can help others, and that's how we grow exponentially. Like the love and the healing at Venice Beach for the past that it's been through, and that everything's going to be okay. But we just have to like trust in the female energy that's going to carry it through.
It's actually really cool because I noticed a huge difference. Like when I was going through the line and doing my "you're so lovable," everyone was like melting, and you could feel the energy. And at the end of the sermon, John goes, "Everyone look to the person next to you and say I love you." And it was just really cool. Like the whole energy, like she said, has shifted from fighting, and we're working with. I want to paint a little clearer picture of how it is right now. It's kind of funny. So like the enforcers are kind of treating the food line like it's Venice, right? Like it's Dogtown. So these little old ladies are like shaking because these tough guy enforcers and who are badasses, like they take care of shoreline crew and blood, like anyone who's out of line, it doesn't matter, they take care of it. And these little old ladies are like shaking and intimidated. So that's like kind of the culture in Venice, but we want to soften that part of it.
Yeah.
We like that about Venice too, but it doesn't have to be so harsh. Like we can firmly say, no, that's enough. Come back for seconds and thirds, and we don't have to yell and scream at them. So you said something about healing and how like food is healing, and then the way that people feel cared for is also healing, and that they carry that nurturing with them.
Yeah.
So.
And something is like what was happening is whenever the older ladies were going through the line too, they would, many of them don't speak very strong English, and they get very confused. Some of them I've definitely detected like signs of dementia. I know some, like one woman who I have at the front line now has had a stroke, and so perceiving and understanding cognitively what's going on, it might take them a couple of minutes, but then whenever they get rattled or yelled at or like their walker grabbed, they shut down more. And
they push the walker forward. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, no, I've seen them actually try to take the walker from a woman who cannot stand without a walker.
Yeah.
And but yeah, since then, those women who were getting in almost weekly fights now are some of the kindest, sweetest. One of the women brought me, she doesn't even speak very much English, she brought me a watercolor painting she made of her grandchild to give to me. And one of the old ladies gives me pins to wear, you know, in the food line, and it's like her delight, and they say really beautiful things like "you're a beautiful, wonderful woman" in Russian,
Yeah.
and then translate it like that's what they're saying.
Love and grace, hug me over my heart.
Love and grace. Love
In
and grace,
Boston and they would never know this because they have this tough guy shawl. So she and I are penetrating the shawl. Like, I want the goddesses to rise because when girls run this, men can relax. They get really stressed out with multitasking, but we love it.